For you, who do you think makes the most sense at 21?
I think Cameron Carr makes the most sense. Will he
Hmm.
be there is an entirely different conversation. I think he's somebody that could go as high as like 13 or 14, 6'5", shooting guard, wing, or however you want to, call it. Plus 7 foot wingspan, 40-inch vertical that he uses. I think he shot almost 40% from three, and he had to create a lot of those threes. Like he's really, really good. I think he's exactly what you need. The problem is you're picking 21. So, and then there's a lot of point guards in this draft, and we'll just kind of see if that's what you in the direction you want to go, or do you? I don't know. The Pistons have some options. They are going to have an interesting summer for sure.
I mean, do they even keep the pick? Like that's that's a whole other thing. Like, watch me do all this draft coverage and they trade it like within the next couple of days. I'll be like, damn it. But I'm with you, man. Cameron Carr is like my dream pick for the Pistons. I just don't know if he's going to get past OKC, Miami, and then Charlotte. Like I just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, really, Oklahoma City probably shouldn't be picking anybody because they already
Yeah.
got guys who are not playing. Charlotte is interesting because Kobe White is unrestricted. Hit some big shots for them, but they could, and also at the same time, they could stand to use somebody who could get to the paint. So I don't know what Charlotte is going to do. Maybe, but at the same time, I have a feeling the Pistons just trade the pick because the guy that they won't be there. I maybe it's like if Cameron Carr goes, then you trade the pick because at that point, while there is point guard talent, like I said, I don't necessarily think that's exactly what you need because you have that spot pretty much figured out.
Yeah, I feel like when you kind of look at the point guards within range, which we'll get into a little bit later, like I think a lot of like what they already have, like they have a Danish Jenkins who was an incredible story this year, which was able to fill in for Cade Cunningham and also play off ball. I mean, you have Marcus Sasser, but you don't really play him. Like you only play him when you have to. Um, I would find it really hard to believe if they would try to draft another point guard, but Cam Carr to me, I think it just makes so much sense. Like I know there's been so much reporting of possibly a Trey Murphy to Detroit, which I don't like the price. I just don't because I know it's going to get expensive. But I see a little bit of Trey Murphy and Cam Carr when I watch the tape.
Yeah, he's like 3 inches shorter, but I also see some Devin Vassell in Cameron Carr. And, Devin Vassell was guarding multiple positions. It seemed like he blocked every Chet layup attempt, dunk attempt in the
Yeah.
playoffs. Hit some big shots. And, I think that Carr and Vassell have a lot of same similarities as far as catch and shoot guys, defend, can do enough off the dribble where you chase them off the line and not totally lost. I thought Cameron Carr was a very good weak side shot blocker for Baylor. I mean, if he's at 21, that's absolutely your guy, but I just don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately.
Me either. I know a lot of Pistons fans, like, us living in Michigan, like they're hoping Yaxel will be down at 21, which I think he's another trade up option. Which I don't know. There's a lot of just like little chatter you hear here in Michigan. We have a lot of Michigan guys on this roster. It's like Duncan Robinson, you have Karis LeVert. A few years ago, we had Tim Hardaway Jr. So there's definitely a Michigan connection that this front office likes. I mean, I know he's a little bit of an older prospect, but I feel like he would be a really good fit, especially with the hole at power forward. Don't really know how many more years you can get out of Tobias Harris.
Yeah, I really like Yaxel, especially for a team like Detroit. Like I think on a veteran team, he'd be really, really good. Obviously, because he's old, he's ready to contribute, and he can do just basically everything. I think on a team that's not good, I think it gets. I don't want to say it gets bad for him, but it's just like you're wasting his talents because he's somebody that's ready to contribute right away. Especially like you said, Tobias gave you his all, but he's getting up there in age, and I think that Yax would be a great replacement. But like you said, at 21, I mean, unless he's just bombing his interviews, which I don't even think it would matter as much because there's so much productive tape out there of him. I mean, he'd be a great selection as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are the two. Like